Behind me is a Scientology building, and inside it houses what people call the most dangerous cult in the world. We got security on us.
Stay off the property.
And over the last year, I've been secretly infiltrating Scientology in various different locations, all in search for my lost cousin and to find out what happens beyond their doors.
You prick your finger right with what?
The guy was at the receiving end of physical abuse. Had I tried to get up and just leave, I would have been physically restrained. I saw it happen to other people.
You don't gotta stalk me from a distance.
There is not an inch of that outside that they cannot get down to a mouse's hair. You know what I mean?
Growing up, I had this cousin that my family said was in a cult, and up until recently, I never thought twice about it. But when I was recently told that he dropped everything and moved down to Clearwater, Florida, where the Scientology headquarters is, I started to wonder what was actually going on.
Trespass very newly.
Yeah.
You guys please respect that.
Yeah. And I didn't know it yet, but what I was about to do would get me blacklisted from Scientology and explain why critics and former members describe Scientology as a destructive cult. My goal was simple: sneak inside of Scientology and try and find my cousin. To get inside, you have to get rung in by a security guard. We get in the elevator, press floor 5, and are greeted with the visitor center.
Excellent. Okay. All right, you guys fill out this card right here. You can prick your finger right with what?
I'm sorry, what did she just say?
You can prick your finger right with what?
Was that even a funny joke? That was f***ing weird. They make you fill out this form with all your personal information, like your address, your phone number, email, your full name, everything you could imagine. It felt like I was getting an ID from the DMV. Like, it was pretty intense. But she goes on to show us the information center and introduce us to the self-guided tour.
Watch the introductory one first.
Like the analytical mind.
She goes on to show us this film introducing us to Scientology's beliefs. And at a first glance, it doesn't seem that crazy. But that's because they're only showing you what they want to show you. They frame themselves as a self-help organization, helping you get better at communicating, dealing with anxiety, things of that sort. But as you pull back the covers, you'll start to realize how insane their belief set is.
They're not what you expect.
Because in the 1950s, a failed science fiction writer, L. Ron Hubbard, who's actually the creator of Scientology, claims that millions of years ago, a galactic overlord named Xenu brought billions of aliens to Earth, dropped them in volcanoes, and blew them up with explosives. Those alien spirits are called Thetans and are believed to attach themselves to humans to cause all your problems like anxiety, addiction, emotional pain. And the only way to get rid of these Thetans is through a process that only Scientology can fix through these processes called auditing. It involves paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get counseling within the church using quote pseudoscience garbage and mind-altering interrogation techniques. But how could my cousin have fallen for any of this?
It's a great book. You'll probably read it numerous times.
Yeah.
My mom and dad read this when it was hot off the press in 1950.
Really? Yeah, so you grew up in this then?
I did.
What's it like?
Totally
I'm curious.
different.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I've been working here for 49 years.
Really? How old are you?
64.
No, you're not.
I felt so at home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, I want to work here, you know? So
That's
my
cool.
mom and
When
dad
did you start
of course-
working here?
1975.
Okay.
Yeah.
She goes on to tell me about how she grew up in the church and worked there since she was a kid. But I still wondered, how could my cousin have gotten sucked into this? It wasn't until I bumped into a Scientologist in the elevator when I realized how they view this place.
But I've been here 40 years.
No way. So you live here?
I live in Miami.
Nice.
You guys just started.
Literally just walked in. Worth it?
And the good thing, it's all applicable.
And so I walked out of that door and was not prepared for the amount of emails and phone calls I would receive over the upcoming weeks.
Hello, Matthew?
Yeah, hi, who is this?
Hi, this is from the Church of Scientology. The reason for my call is I'm curious to know when you'd be coming in.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, if you give them your phone number, they do not stop calling you, and you will be emailed and mailed things for the rest of your life.
Hard sell means caring enough about the individual to get him through the stops and barriers preventing him from signing up for his services.
Yeah, no problem. What line of work do you do?
No one in Scientology thinks that they are fooling or conning or deceiving anyone.
After going to Miami Scientology, they eventually stopped calling me, so I flew out to to California to go to one of their most famous bases. The plan was simple: infiltrate the Scientology building in LA and see how far I can get, all while searching for my cousin. But as you'll find out, things will take a dark turn.
Bro, look how many cameras, there's cameras everywhere. We're being watched right now.
Oh my god. It's so weird. Every single tall building in this area has a bunch of windows open, their curtains are open. But the Scientology building, the windows are all foggy, you can't see outside, and it's just so bizarre that they can't let the real world know what's going on inside. Look how many people are there. All these people inside, like look in the parking lot. So we're driving through, but low-key I'm scared that they have like cameras looking at the street. So I'm covering my face with this sweatshirt so I can't see. It's funny looking back at this footage because I had absolutely no idea how insane Scientology security is, which will soon play out.
Oh my god, we're actually in the parking lot. They're literally watching us right now. Oh my god, we're so close. Oh my god, she's on the phone. Yeah, go right, go right. How are you? Save yourselves, guys. How are you? Just filming.
Seeing these people walking made me think back to my cousin. Is this really what he left us all for?
How are you? Just passing by for the third time today. Excuse me, sir. Why are all the lights blacked out in your buildings? What are they doing there? Can you answer anything?
And the more we asked questions, the more they began running inside.
Are you a Scientologist? Why do they literally just, they're trained to run away? Excuse me, sir, are you a Scientologist?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Why are all the windows blacked out?
Well, there's activities going on inside.
There's activities going on inside?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
A lot of activity.
Well, the bridge to total freedom in Scientology is the central theme of what everybody there is kind of trying to do. It's the series of steps you have to walk through in order to attain personal spiritual freedom and immortality. People pay a lot of money to achieve that, which is why at the end of the day, it's really just kind of a scam, because how do you sell somebody immortality? The process to get through all the levels of Scientology is enormous. It takes years. And there are thousands of different individual routines or processes that can be run on you with another person, an auditor. You go into a room with them, they have a series of questions or a series of commands they're going to issue to you, and your job is to answer or comply. Often these questions or commands are given repetitively, and it can get mind-numbing running these things for hours at a time. This induces trance states and other altered states of consciousness and introduces all kinds of fun stuff when it comes to thought reform, but we're not talking about that right now.
I'm waiting for a courier to pick me up. You all right?
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm just waiting for a courier to pick me up. He's going to pick me up.
How long have you been a Scientologist?
Since 1967.
1967? Do you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Without reservation.
Why does everyone run away when I ask questions?
Well, they won't want to run away. They're just busy people. So
Oh, they're busy people?
Something about the place and the people that we encountered was very off-putting. And all of a sudden, the security guard came up to Nico on his bike.
Excuse me? Why are all the windows in this building blacked out?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
My name? jaquaviwavy@gmail.com.
I'm just going to tell you now, I'm giving you an official trespass warning.
Is it a trespass warning?
Back onto our property.
Oh, well, we're on the road, eh?
I know, but you drove through the parking lot. That was private property.
Oh, we were just curious to join Scientology.
Please not come back on the property. You'll consider trespassing.
All right, we won't.
Thank you.
No problem.
Now, since he only gave Nico a trespass warning, that didn't mean I couldn't go inside. So we're parked right down the block right now from Scientology because obviously if they see the van, they're literally just gonna crash out on me for showing up. So we parked down the road in this parking lot to like a store, and I'm getting out and I'm walking in. On a real note though, this is the last time that you guys will ever see me before I'm a Scientologist. And
Damn.
I don't talk to you guys. Give them all my money, and I sign the billion-year contract. I start worshiping L. Ron Hubbard, the science fiction.
When you say it like that.
You know what? Really, I do gotta say, Matt, like, you know, like this little time I've known you, bro, like, it was, you know, you were something. You know what I mean? you were a person.
You really mean that?
You were a person, bro. You were a person.
You really mean that?
I mean that, full-heartedly.
I appreciate that.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Damn, actually.
In my heart, I'll let you go to the cookout with me.
Oh my god.
I'll let you go.
Yo,
just make it out alive, bro. Just make it out alive.
It's time, guys. Sneaking into Scientology. alone. I began my treacherous walk down the streets of LA and eventually came across a Scientology building. I wasn't able to buy a secret button camera in time, so I had to improvise and stick my phone inside of a fanny pack with a hole cut inside. I walked inside and asked them to take the personality test.
Okay, so you only have 30 minutes. When it's done, you're done. This is fresh paper, just in case you can't use calculator.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Sounds good. I sat there for approximately 15 minutes answering some extremely personal questions. And if you do any research and look online, you will see the overwhelming amount of criticism and controversy from actual psychologists claiming that this test is partly incoherent or openly judgmental, this instrument must be regarded as completely unreliable, is not a genuine personality test.
The point of the personality test is to get you to open up so that you will tell them the thing that you think is ruining your life that they will then tell you they have the solution for.
As you'll find out, I wasn't even able to take the whole Scientology personality test because their security is f***ing insane. So as I'm sitting there taking the test, Nico and the boys walked around the Scientology campus. Mind you, I was never seen with them ever on camera, and there was about 30 minutes in between me walking inside and them going to the outside. But watch what happens.
Yo, this is fucking nuts. Look at that.
As they walked down the street, all of the Scientologists cleared out of the public areas and ran inside.
You're making bad public repute for the church, and therefore you're now an enemy.
Are you okay, miss? Are you okay, miss?
They genuinely don't answer.
She said something. She said, yeah. You okay? Are you okay?
Why do these people not answer?
Just remember, gentlemen, tell you all your terms real fast. They gave you guys a trespass warning yesterday.
Oh, we're not on the property, are we?
Well, you just stepped onto the doorway there. But
Oh, okay.
So you're giving you a trespass warning newly.
Yep.
You guys please respect that.
Yeah.
So here we're good. Yeah, you're fine there. Thank you.
All right. You gotta go to Turkey. Get that hairline fixed.
And remember, while they were outside doing all of this, I was inside taking the personality test. And shortly after, somebody came into the room that I was taking the test in and told me that I needed to leave because I was with the people that were outside. And of course, with my luck, my phone stopped recording because it overheated, but I managed to get this as I was walking out the door. I'm sitting down taking the test. All of a sudden, the same security guard from yesterday comes inside. He's like, "Hey, sir, I know you're with the people outside that are filming. You have to leave." I'm like, "What? Filming?" And he's like, "Yes, sir. There's people outside filming. I know you're with them."
I would have said, boy, all those actions you took with the blanket over your heads up, wow, that sounds a little extreme. And yet it wasn't enough, was it?
Yeah.
I think it's impossible to overestimate how paranoid they
Because
are.
over the next year, I'd find out exactly how insane their security is and eventually get blacklisted from Scientology altogether. Why are they so secretive about what's going on inside? So I made my way up to their public visitor center on Hollywood Boulevard, and almost instantly, hey.
Hi, no camera, sorry.
Oh, why? Jesus Christ, bro, I feel so bad. They look scared of us. Like, quick question, are there no cameras allowed inside? Sir? Are there no cameras allowed inside? Oh. These guys pretended that I didn't even exist. Wow. Which made me wonder even more what was going on inside. So later that night, we planned to storm their base. Gentlemen, it is probably my 50th time back at the Scientology building here in Los Angeles. I'm going to the Sea Org headquarters. It is dark out right now, but it's only 8 o'clock, so they should still be open. The game plan is to walk around and see if they run away from me through their facial recognition cameras.
Cameras were put on the top of the building that can see out miles.
So right across the street is the Scientology building. Let me make this clear. I'm not gonna bother any of the Scientologists themselves. I'm more so curious about how their security works.
I would say it's pretty good because last time we came here, you had your face completely covered. They had no idea you were with us. They found out it was him. They told him to get out while he was taking the test.
Theoretically, they can see us right now because we were within a 3-mile radius. So we made our way towards the building to see if we could find my cousin. Oh God. Building right beside us is the infamous Sea Org. It has the most powerful Scientologists. The people that live here devote their whole entire lives to Scientology.
You live there, work there, breathe there. It's like being on a military base. There is no other life. You don't have friends, you don't have weekends, you don't have a house you go to at the end of the day. Most people don't even have a car.
Behind me is the Scientology building. It is known as the most infamous cult in the world. What's up, man? How are you? We already got security on us. What up, man? How are you? Good. Good. Can I help you? Alright, by the way, we're already being followed. It has been about 2 minutes approximately outside the building.
He's not doing interviews, but I was just talking to him, so he seems to be pretty hostile.
Interesting. And he's walking that way.
Bag of fucking yeah, you rag. Yeah.
Oh god, no, let's be nice, guys.
No, f him.
That's not the message here, bro.
What is the message?
To be understanding of the people that are inside, bro.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
no. Respect. No, it's not f him. It's,
not.
you know, to all of you that are stuck and want to get out, prayers to you. Real prayers to you. But to the little fuckers that are, you know, trying to hide this shit and trying to keep the secret from everyone, f you guys, alright? Okay? And I stand on that.
JC does not know what he's talking about.
I have no clue what I'm talking about.
I appreciate the concern, bro.
I worked for 8 years as a course room supervisor, which is like a teacher position. And it's a business model. So you understand when I say delivery, it's like that's the courses, that's the auditing, right? Then when I joined the C organization, when I was 25 years old, I moved down to Los Angeles and I oversaw all of the delivery of Scientology, all the classes and all the auditing for every church in the Western United States.
How much money did you make when you were working there?
About 20 bucks a week. Average. At average.
Chris worked there 24/7 and only made about $20 per week. But somehow, as you'll see, that's not even the craziest thing he tells us.
It's a cult though.
No, don't say that, bro. Beautiful building. By now, we can assume that they've already used my facial recognition data and already know who I am. And as we walked down the street, the security guard ominously followed us from a close distance. I would argue that the security guard is almost harassing us by the way he's following us.
It starts with, you asked about this sauna program. This is their detox program. But the idea is that you sweat out the toxins that your body is carrying around in the fatty tissues of the body. Utter pseudoscientific garbage. This program calls for, not only do you go into a sauna for up to 5 hours a day, but you are also given mega doses of vitamins and minerals, which supposedly are being sweat out of your body, so you have to replace them, and up to 5 grams of niacin a day before you go into the sauna. And this is really borderline toxic levels of niacin intake. What happens when you take niacin is your capillaries open up and your blood's going and you get red. This is actually dangerous for people because symptoms of heat exhaustion or heat stroke will be mistaken under Scientology's belief system as you running something out. You know, they really use this to confirm their pseudoscience, but none of this, it means anything. But people pay thousands of dollars to do this, and this is done repetitively with people now. People have died doing this program.
The security guard sat there and stared at us while we would talk before eventually walking away to protect his sheep.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Scientology.
Goody.
Mr. and Mrs. Scientology, hello.
I apologize for my friend.
I'm just saying hi.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. They said it's fine. I'm just saying
You
hi.
guys high ranking?
Yeah, they're nobody.
How long you been in here?
Oh,
and they're not high ranking. I feel bad for bro. We are making his job hard. We gotta make sure we're not, you know, talking some sense in anybody. Look, this guy's talking to everybody. Hey, watch out for them. Don't talk to them.
The Church of Scientology may well be one of the most paranoid and security conscious organizations on planet Earth. They got weapons lockers. I mean, they've got shit there, right?
We do this because we love making videos for you guys. We love actually getting to the bottom of things and figuring things out and being able to present you guys with the most broad view as you possibly can see. Maybe get you thinking a little bit. Although I do see an infrared camera right in those bushes. It's catching all of the license plate. And now they even have these banners up blocking the view of the cars.
Someone was in a car in that parking lot. It was a massive problem. Overnight, it went from a slack bullshit security to a fucking security force that actually was on the job.
We got one on a pole right there. We got one right there. It's following us. It's tracking us. We got an infrared camera right here. Infrared camera on the tree, angled at license plates and all the people walking by. And the entire time we were being thoroughly watched by their security, which makes me genuinely wonder if my cousin even thinks twice about what's going on around him. Because to an outsider like me, this is extremely strange and unsettling. Holy, we got Scientologists on the roof. Yo, what the Are we gonna get sniped or something? Like what? That sees up to 3 miles away. One of these. Have you seen any abuses within the Church of Scientology?
Yes, I saw abuses within the Church of Scientology. I was at the receiving end of physical abuse. I was at the receiving end of sleep deprivation, food deprivation, what could certainly be called food of substandard quality being served to us over, extended periods of time. It wasn't starvation level, but it was certainly abusive. And I think being assaulted constitutes abuse. That happened to me. And I was labor trafficked. I was moved around the state, and I was made to do work for menial or no wages at all for the Church of Scientology for, again, an extended period of time in an environment where I was sequestered away from my family, my wife, and any other significant contact for 3 years straight. That was when I was doing a program called the Rehabilitation Project Force, and that program was done in Los Angeles in the middle of Hollywood. And I might as well have been on Mars for all the access I had to the outside world. I was in a prison of belief more strongly than I was in a guarded door. I didn't need a guard at the door, but just so you know, there was a guard at the door. And there were security cameras, and there were locked windows and doors and all the rest, and a great deal of social pressure for me to stay. Had I tried to get up and just leave, I would have been physically restrained. I saw it happen to other people.
Right at the end, we have bro posted up. Executive security.
It's like a boss battle about to happen. That made me want to walk up to him more, bro.
There he is.
Creepy little fucker, aren't ya? Should I just walk up and be like, so what's this place about? Breaker, you do it. You're the least one with the, Alright, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it.
What? Stay off the property. I just want to ask a question. Stay off the property.
Why are they? We've done nothing wrong. We've literally just been walking around.
Why was the security so closed off? They instantly saw us and refused to talk to us. But somehow, this LA experience couldn't even compare to what happened in Clearwater, Florida. Because what we uncovered while we were there and found out about my cousin changes everything. There's something unsettling going on in Clearwater, Florida. The Church of Scientology has quietly been purchasing up almost the entire downtown area.
Things did get heated at times over whether or not the city should sell a specific street to the church.
We are in a horrible marriage that needs counseling.
That's how Clearwater City Councilor Mike Menino describes the city's relationship with the Church of Scientology.
For over 10 years, the city of Clearwater has been in ongoing battles with the Church of Scientology over real estate. They've quickly scaled their portfolio from a few buildings to owning almost the entire downtown. All right, we are starting our 4-hour journey to Scientology to see if we can find my cousin that is lost there. One of my family members told me that he's in the Clearwater location, which just so happens to not be too far. So we're gonna go over there and see if we can locate him. After a 4-hour drive, we are only 3 minutes away. This is actually the headquarters of Scientology. It's the biggest Scientology area. I'm also super interested on how tight their security is. How long will it take for them to recognize me? Like, look, right there, film that. That's a Scientologist right there, film it. That's a Scientologist, holy shit, oh my God. He turned around, oh my God, he's radioing. Immediately, the security guard spotted the camera through our windshield and radioed it in. I am so confused at this whole situation here. I'm so confused what's going on. I do keep seeing trucks drive by me very slowly. I don't know if it's actually security or not, or if I'm just paranoid. I'm probably just paranoid. But already vibes are not good here. My game plan was simple. Attempt to walk inside the front door with absolutely no cameras on me except a secret pen camera that was lodged inside a spiral ring notebook. I walked down the sidewalk and up to the front door of the building. But watch what happens before I could get to the door. What's up, brother?
How can I help you?
Curious where the visitor center is?
Our information center?
Yeah.
After the pink building, we have right there to the right.
Cool, perfect, thank you. Before I could even get to the door, the security already came outside to confront me. But what happens when I get to that other building honestly concerns me.
Problem comes in is that Scientology is a destructive cult, and they have their own rule set. The unreasonableness comes in when the church starts making unreasonable demands of you as a cult member, as a member of the group, to pay exorbitant amounts of money over and over and over again, make restitution for your confessed crimes in those confessionals. with monetary restitution, right? And amends that you have to do. This kind of leveraging of people in the group is an everyday occurrence there.
This is just one example that Chris brought up, but watch what happens when I pulled up to the informational center. Oh, hey, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Curious if I could do like an audit or whatever. The
spiritual counseling?
Spiritual counseling, yeah.
Well, this is just an info center.
I love how she says this, as if we're not in Clearwater, which is the headquarters to all of Scientology. What's the process like for that?
You visit a church? Which city are you from?
I'm actually from Fort Lauderdale now.
Okay, there's a church in Miami.
Is it Miami one? Okay. Immediately, they had a security guard waiting for me inside, and the lady was very passive aggressive with me.
Every org has a book. It's a big 3-ring binder, normally maybe more than one. And if you were to open it, you'd think it was just a bunch of mugshots, because it's just pictures of church critics who have shown up at churches. So it could have just been your face, right?
What's the process like to get started?
I mean, if you ask them, there's like, you should know something about it, so it's good to read a book about what auditing.
Scientology early on was an affordable system and something that anybody could do, and it was priced that way. It wasn't until the late 1970s and early 80s with the stagflation of the 70s and that Scientology became a really expensive thing to do. And the higher up you go, the more expensive it becomes. You could register services in the hundreds of dollars. Now those same services are tens of thousands of dollars.
Chris and I sat there for about 30 minutes going over the cost of everything. And according to his estimates, so right there we have $246,000.
There you go. And OT7 is never, ever finished earlier than 3 years.
Yeah, so I bought Dianetics.
Okay.
And I've been to the Miami one.
Okay.
And I was like...
And you didn't ask them?
It just kind of stagnated.
Is that a camera on your phone?
My phone? My pen?
On your pen?
You guys are trained for the cameras?
I don't know. It looks like a camera.
That's crazy. It was like 5 seconds. It's only 5 seconds. I was inside that building for about 10 seconds before she realized I had a camera on a pen, which, mind you, was extremely hard to spot, and she told me to leave the building. I'm standing right outside. This is crazy. 5 seconds. At this point, I was more shocked at how fast I knew it was me, and I didn't really know what to think. I can't even get through the door. Let's see if they send their little security up to stop me. It's radioing back up.
There's all kinds of, damaging things going on at all levels of Scientology. There is another rundown called Cause Resurgence Rundown. And there's a big, round, huge open space. And people just walk or run. They're supposed to jog, run. And for, I believe it's 5 hours a day, you are doing this running, walking, jogging thing. And you're told that this is bringing you to a state of exteriorization where the thetan is popping out of the body. I was gonna say, I feel like a regular civilian going into it, if you were to tell them, oh, if you run in a circle, these entities are gonna leave you, I feel like most people tell you you're crazy. So how do they get to that point? Of course, that's why Bridge to Total Freedom is a selection distribution system that selects out those people who aren't going to believe this and selects for those who will. They will get emotionally hooked and eventually, through the system of indoctrination, become morally hooked into a belief system that is, in a way, can be described as a totalist system. So it appears now I'm being followed. They're scared that I might speak to some of the people here. But I'm just gonna look at the nice artwork that's on display here. Are Scientologists misunderstood by the general public? It's a destructive cult that operates beyond their ability to understand what's happening to them. And that's not some slight or insult on them. It doesn't mean they're stupid people. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. And I really want to stress these words because this is important. They have been successfully lied to. And it's really that simple. And until you find out, you don't know. And you're operating as though this is a true thing you were told, which is not true. And a second somebody lets you know and it really comes home to you, oh my God. And nobody feels worse about it than you do. He's herding his sheep. He's a shepherd for his sheep. But he's just going far away enough to where he's not technically harassing me. Oh my fucking God. Don't even tell me. He's doing his rounds. People like to judge others and think that they're stupid or weaker, less moral fiber or something. None of that has anything to do with why people get into cults.
And this conversation made me think back to my cousin. Chris made it clear as to how complicated Scientology actually is, but he also explains something else.
What a cult is doing is not just messing with you emotionally, but it's messing with you morally. It's messing with your idea of what's right and wrong in the world, what's good and bad in the world, how you think about these things. And over time, it messes with your very idea of what a good world is, what world that makes sense is.
Guys, he's standing on a public sidewalk right now. He's recording from the public sidewalk. So you could just talk to me, man. You don't gotta stalk me from a distance. You know what I mean? It's like kind of weird.
How are you?
What's up? Uh-oh.
So our moral system is what keeps order in place for us. And for a cult, they're all about compliance.
This is not real, bro.
And that's why somebody slowly, gradually, over time, becomes a very different version of themselves.
You want one with me smiling or straight face? You can get another one close up. Close up one. Like head-on, center portrait style would be good. I usually do charge people for my portrait. Seems I might have gotten scammed there. I asked Chris why my cousin might not talk to us, and his explanation actually made a lot of sense.
So the rest of the family's trying to talk sense to him, trying to tell him it's a cult, trying to tell him what's up, right? And he's like, okay, all of you guys are disparaging my religion. You won't stop. I keep asking you to, and you won't, and so I'm cutting you off. He'll think of them as PTS.
According to Scientology's handbook, a suppressive person, or SP, is a person who seeks to suppress or squash any betterment activity or group, meaning Scientology activities. They also claim that a suppressive person is also known as the antisocial personality. They will give you the label of a sociopath if you don't agree with Scientology and try to speak out against it. And that's where a PTS comes in. A potential trouble source is a person who is some way connected to and being adversely affected by a suppressive person. So if you talk to a suppressive person or a person that doesn't agree with Scientology, you can now be deemed a potential trouble source in Scientology's eyes, therefore putting you on the chopping block to potentially getting excommunicated from the church.
Yeah, so it becomes it's a very convenient tool to create what we call us versus them thinking.
Which explains why us talking bad about Scientology to my cousin only pushes him farther away. But the longer I stayed in Clearwater, Florida, the stranger everything got. Bro just appeared out of a building, out of nowhere. Dude, he comes up behind me, takes a picture of my face, and walks back. It's so weird. It's safe to say that Scientology might very well be the most paranoid organization on the planet. I couldn't walk anywhere in this downtown Clearwater without being stalked by their security cameras and security guards. He's on the radio. I have been here for approximately 15 minutes total, and I'm unable to even go near any of these buildings without being harassed by their security guards. There's bro, posted up waiting for me. I got in my car to drive away and circled back through once more. And as we drove, they tracked us the entire time with their PTZ cameras. They have all these buildings so that they can have cameras that just track you. Look, it's literally following us. It's following us. Holy fucking shit. 20 minutes later, we drove through again, and watch how fast they realized we were there. He's already on the fucking phone. Look at him. He's like pretending to not look, and then he's looking. Like, what the? Like, what is this? And as we left Clearwater, the entire time, we were under heavy surveillance by their church.
Yeah, it's following.
Zoom in all the way.
I am.
I'm not exaggerating. This is how tight their security is. As we're coming to a close with all of this, I need to leave you with something. We have been filming this video for about 2 years now, on and off, and there is so much more that we uncovered. I literally couldn't fit it all in this video. It wouldn't have made sense together. Also, huge shout out to Chris Shelton for sharing his story with us. His entire testimony is in a book that he wrote, Scientology A to Z, where he goes really in depth. I highly recommend you check it out. And as for my cousin, I unfortunately haven't heard from him. My family hasn't heard from him either. He is still a Scientologist. I don't know where he is. He's actually way older than me, so I'd only see him on certain holidays. But anyway, if you're watching this, my cousin, you know who you are. Please please reach out to us. Please reach out to my side of the family. We'd love to talk, make sure you're okay. And just consider how long you've been in this group and how high you've ranked up and how much money you've spent at this place. Has it really benefited you? Subscribe. It is my lifelong goal of hitting 1 million subscribers before 2027. I love you guys.